The Untold Story of Joe Lynskey, a priest's encounter with a disappeared IRA man. In the heart of Enniskillen, back in September 1971, a moment unfolded that would echo through the decades. Father Sean McManus, a Redemptorist priest, found himself in a courtroom, facing charges of obstructing the Royal Ulster Constabulary, RUC. Just days earlier, he had been at an anti-internment rally, witnessing firsthand the brutal treatment of protesters. When the magistrate read the charges, Father McManus stood firm, declaring, "I am not pleading at all. I am not recognizing the court." With a fine of £20 hanging over him, he left the courtroom alongside his brother, Frank, a nationalist MP, vowing not to pay the fine. This incident caught the attention of the IRA leadership, leading to a pivotal meeting with Sean McManus, the organization's chief of staff. A year later, Father McManus returned to Ireland from Scotland, on orders from his church superiors, just before embarking on a journey to the United States. Over the years, he became a prominent voice in Irish America, advocating for Irish and Irish American interests, and often criticizing both the Irish and British governments. Reflecting on his past, Father McManus shared, "I was being transported by the church and, in effect, by the state because I would not give a solemn promise without equivocation or mental reservation never again to criticize England's oppression of Ireland." It was during this time that Max Diaphane reached out to him with a peculiar request that would forever change the course of his life. Father McManus recalls being invited to a family-run hotel in a quaint village in Colau, marking his first experience of staying in a hotel. Shortly after his arrival, he received a call from Max Diaphane, who sent a driver to pick him up. The priest was informed that one of their men wanted to see him. "I assumed that this man, whoever he was important. Couldn't go out to church or be seen in case he was picked up or whatever. And that's why he wanted someone to come to him," he explained. The next day, he was taken to meet Joe Lynskey, a former Cistercian monk whose fate would remain shrouded in mystery for decades. Lynskey was one of the individuals later classified as one of the disappeared, those who were abducted, murdered, and secretly buried during the Troubles in Northern Ireland. Father McManus, however, was unaware of Lynskey's grim fate at the time. During the 30-minute journey to Lynskey's location, he was instructed to close his eyes, but he was not blindfolded. Upon arrival, he was greeted by two men in a relaxed kitchen setting, making tea and chatting casually. They were pottering about, making tea. All very normal, relaxed, pleasant, not a care in the world. I had absolutely no feeling of anything else. I didn't have the slightest feeling that he was a prisoner, Father McManus recalled. When he finally met Lynskey, the encounter felt entirely ordinary. Lynskey stood up, shook the priest's hand, and thanked him for coming. They shared a moment of confession, which Father McManus emphasizes was a normal one, not a last rite. "I spent about 20 to 30 minutes with Joe. He was very amiable. A nice man. He shook my hand saying goodbye. He thanked me warmly," he said, reflecting on their interaction. As he left, the two men remained in the kitchen, still enjoying their tea, and Father McManus felt that Lynskey could have easily escaped if he had wanted to. Unbeknownst to him, Lynskey had already been condemned to death by a court-martial led by Max Diaphane. The priest later expressed his astonishment at how calm and at ease Lynskey appeared during their meeting. Years later, Father McManus would learn the truth about Lynskey's fate, which left him pondering how someone could be so relaxed in such dire circumstances. He occasionally inquired about Lynskey during his visits to Ireland, hoping to hear that he was well, but no one seemed to know him. The IRA eventually informed the Independent Commission for the Location of Victims' Remains about Father McManus, leading to a contact from investigator Jeff Nuffman. When they met, Father McManus was surprised to learn that the Republican movement had shared his name. He expressed his willingness to cooperate, but maintained that he had little to add beyond what he had already shared. In a poignant turn of events, he later met Lynskey's niece, Maria, who found comfort in hearing about her uncle's peaceful demeanor during their encounter. It brought some comfort, as John said it would. Father McManus shared, acknowledging the bittersweet nature of their meeting. As he reflects on this chapter of his life, Father McManus remains steadfast in his belief that he acted in accordance with his duties as a priest, emphasizing, "I have nothing to hide because I did my duty as a priest, which any priest would and should do when told someone wants to see a priest." His story serves as a haunting reminder of the complexities and tragedies woven into the fabric of Ireland's troubled past.